Hey, fifth grade, and happy Wednesday. Uh, let's take a look now at what I want us to be working on today for our persuasive writing piece. Um, most of us have already got topics, and that's awesome. Um, and quite a few of us have already started our research, and I'm not really sure if we're done with our research yet or not. So today is kind of an in-between day. If you're someone who still hasn't finished all of your research and need to take more time, feel free to do so. Um, Once you feel like you've done a good enough job researching, then you can create a Google Docs and you can share it with me. Obviously, you have to title it with the name of your writing piece before you share it with me, and then you can begin to write. One thing I need us to do before we start writing, and around the same time that we're making that Google Docs, is I actually want you to take pictures and of your research notes and share them to me on Seesaw, so I can see your research notes and know that you've done a good job on that before you've started. Okay, so just to show you what I want the Google Docs to look like, you're going to go to your Docs. Ooh. You're going to go to your Docs. Once you get there, you'll open a blank one. And then you need to have a title. So let's just say I did go with the idea of that North Dakota winters were too long. So I would say North Dakota winters are too long. And then I would say bye, Mr. Op. Okay. You need to do your same title page as you had before. So remember with that, you need to hit insert and you need to put in a header. Your header is going to be the topic that you're writing on. So for mine, I might abbreviate North Dakota. I'll go ND, winters are too long. Okay, then remember you have to click out of it. You'll hit insert again and you'll add page numbers. Okay, then the last thing you need to do, and I'll change myself to Times New Roman and 12. The last thing you need to do is you need to put your name. So I have Mr. Op. My writing piece is ND winters are too long and twining. Okay. And then after that, when your cursor or your cursor is at the end of your writing, you'll hit insert, you go to break, and you hit page break. Okay, you align it back over to the left, and then you can start your writing. Okay, so that is what I want it to look like. You can come back and view this video again if you need to see how to format your persuasive writing piece to start getting writing. And you can come back to this doc. I'll also have this linked to the post that this video is on so that you can look at the persuasive writing criteria. Okay, there's some things that we look for in persuasive writing. You need an opening paragraph or sentence that strongly states your opinion. So if I was picking North Dakota winters are too long, I would start and I would say, I think North Dakotas are too long. You want to find a way to hook your reader as well, and this is typically done in the form of a question. So you could say something along the lines of, do you think that North Dakota winters are long or are too long? I do, and here's why you should think that as well. Okay, so that's a good way to get a reader hooked. Another way to get them hooked is you can add interesting tidbits to get the reader's attention. So if I'm doing the topic on North Dakota winters, I can say last year, North Dakota spent 6 months with snow on the ground. Okay, now that gets a reader interested. Okay, so that's your opening paragraph. After that, you need to have a body of text that includes a variety of reasons that the reader should have the same opinion as you. So this is where you're using the facts that you know, your personal knowledge on the subject, and you're also doing the research that you've done to create a strong argument, and you kind of use those together. All right, you'll also have to make sure that if it is a research piece that you cite it as well using the parentheses and where you got the information from. Then at the very end of our writing piece, we have a conclusion, and that calls the reader to action. Okay, so it restates the opinion that the author had, and it calls for a change of the audience's opinion, and in some cases for them to take action. Taking action, for example, would be like asking for a petition for longer recess. Today, though, I'm really just expecting us to start with our opening paragraph of getting that reader hooked and possibly getting into the body of the text. Okay, next week we'll be working on doing the rest of our writing and our conclusion on Monday and Wednesday of next week. Okay, I do not expect us to be finished today, as we'll have Monday and Wednesday of next week to finish this up as well. Okay. So the big thing that I need us to focus on today is that we get our Google Docs set up. You have your header, you have your page numbers, you have the stuff that you need for your title page, and you insert the page break and you get down to your second page. Remember, you need to share it with me as well after you have named it. Okay, so after you've given it a title and you put your name on it, then you'll share it with me, and then you will get going. Okay, we're just starting the writing process today, so it's okay if we don't get very far. Really make sure that you're taking time thinking about that interesting tidbit or a good hook to get the reader interested in what you are writing. Okay, best of luck, and let me know if you need anything. Bye.